The poultry industry. What's going on? It's estimated that nearly half of the UK's turkeys have been culled or died due to the current outbreak of bird flu. That's around 600,000 free-range birds that won't be on supermarket shelves across the UK this Christmas. One farmer reported that his flock of 9,500 turkeys were wiped out within 4 days of the first bird contracting the avian flu, costing him £700,000 in losses. In Ukraine, 6 out of 11 of the largest egg farmers have suspended operations due to the effects of the war, with one producer losing 4.5 million laying hens due to lack of feed, which is remarkable given the amount of corn feed available in the Ukraine. From the Americas to Asia, chicken is becoming the most consumed protein around the world, steering away from previously preferred meats such as beef or lamb or even pork. In 1960, the total chicken consumption was 10 million tonnes. Compare that with 2021, when a reported 120 million tonnes were consumed. Jan Emriksson, the CEO of Aviagen, estimates those numbers will increase to 180 million tonnes by the year 2050. Chicken is sustainable, even with avian flu outbreaks. The costs involved for producing chicken is significantly lower than the alternatives such as beef or pork. Without a cure or better treatment for bird flu, more chickens and turkeys will die, as they are affected more than ducks and geese, who actually recover but then become spreaders of the flu. Should we be worried about bird flu affecting us humans? The answer is no. Around 2,000 people have contracted infections related to bird flu in the last 20 years. It's possible to kill the virus during the cooking stage at an internal temperature of 75 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving on to Brazil chicken scams. These scammers obtain genuine documents from real established companies like BRF and JBS, to name two, who receive the documents by the employees of those companies. The websites look the same, and the scammers act like real employees, even using similar emails. You'll find more on this in my Due Diligence Bundle. The link is available in the description. It's always good to send any documents that you get to the genuine companies by finding them online. Alternatively, you can contact the ABPA. I've attached the links in the description, including a link for BRF, who will also verify documents. In September this year, Hong Kong banned the import of Brazilian poultry from one supplier over a fraud issue. The supplier was selling chicken feet and offal that were solely meant for pet consumption. In fact, around 200 tonnes were found to have falsified certificates. These batches of frozen feet were not for human consumption. There are many examples of Chinese buyers issuing an LC to Brazilian suppliers and nothing arrives. Bill of lading scams and corruption can be found at the end of each of those stories. So, how can you protect yourself and your customer? I actually covered the bill of lading scams on a previous video that provides some methods to avoid getting scammed. The best way, however, is to visit the supplier in person. But if you're trying to buy chicken for China, you have to know someone with an allocation. You cannot waltz up and phone BRF or JBS or Aurora and so on and place an order. Not happening. In fact, they tell you to contact their China offices and you can buy from them. It's safer, but it costs a bit more. And of course, There are alternatives to Brazilian chicken. You just have to find them. The China approved list is always a good start. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Next, I'll be covering the wood pellet market and find out what's going on. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.